Our starting point this morning, the leaders of the world's top 20 economies met virtually online on Thursday, where they pledged to do whatever it takes to overcome the COVID-19 pandemic and lessen its human and economic impact. There, President Moon Jae-in introduced South Korea's swift testing and transparent quarantine system. Kim Min-ji starting us off.
The leaders of the Group of 20 vowed to present a united front in tackling the unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic. In a joint declaration following their first-ever virtual meeting on Thursday, the leaders said combating the virus calls for a transparent, robust, coordinated, and science-based global response in the spirit of solidarity. They pledged to spare no efforts to protect people, especially the most vulnerable, as well as to take aggressive fiscal measures to minimize the negative impact on the global economy, especially disruptions to trade and global supply chains. The leaders also agreed to coordinate health and financial measures and lend a helping hand to all countries in need. The video conference was arranged by Saudi Arabia, the current chair of the G20, following a request by the international community as COVID-19 entangles the world. There are more than 520,000 confirmed cases worldwide, and the death toll tops 23,000. The session not only invited G20 leaders, but also representatives of international organizations, including the United Nations, the World Health Organization, and the International Monetary Fund. During President Moon Jae-in's turn to address the group, he said South Korea is willing to share its COVID-19 response model, introducing its swift testing and quarantine system based on the nation's principles of openness, transparency, and democracy. South Korea has been praised globally for its quarantine and treatment efforts, with over 40 countries asking Seoul for COVID-19 test kits. President Moon highlighted the need for the G20 to share clinical data and their quarantine experiences, as well as cooperate on vaccine development. He also pointed out the need to use all possible means to adopt expansionary macroeconomic policies in light of the economic fallout, as well as to allow some cross-border exchanges.
President Moon proposed nations seek ways to allow for the travel of essential persons such as scientists, medical professionals, and business people to the extent it does not undermine the quarantine efforts of each country.
The G20 leaders said all necessary measures and financing will be taken to contain COVID-19, while all available policy tools will be directed at minimizing social and economic damages and ensuring the cross-border flow of essential items, noting the injection of $5 trillion into the global economy. They also pledged to work together and share all relevant information and data to overcome the pandemic, and called on the health ministers of each nation to develop urgent actions. The G20 leaders also vowed to gather again should the situation require another meeting. Kim Min-ji, Arirang News.